April is shaping up to be an amazing reading month for me. I have a few books picked out that I want to get to and get through in the month of April. I can't wait to tell you all about them. But first, I just want to mention, I'm about 2/3 of the way through A Time of Changes, and I'm really loving the read. Robert Silverberg, beautiful prose, really well written, sharp. It combines two things that I perhaps love most about science fiction: a setting that is unique, a planet far, far away, a time well into the future, with a look inward into what makes us human. Fabulous. I think Jack Vance says it best. In the field of science fiction, Silverberg occupies a place of the highest echelon. His work is distinguished by elegance of style, intellectual precision, and far-reaching imagination. Perfect. But let's talk about the books I want to get to. First off, I'm definitely reading Inverted World by Christopher Priest. Reason for my certainty is that I have plans to read this with Robin from Bookspin. So we're gonna do a buddy read. Robin suggested the read, and I'm super happy to join him in this reading experience. Christopher Priest, I've heard so much about, specifically this book, but the author as well, well regarded. I believe he passed away recently, so this is a very timely read. I'm not sure if Robin wants to do a video on this or not, but I am looking forward to reading this and talking with him. It's gonna be so much fun. Let me know if you've read Inverted World and your thoughts on Christopher Priest in general. Stephen King, one of my favorite authors, the Dark Tower series, Gunslinger. I read this book years ago and I didn't love it, and I never continued on with the Dark Tower universe. It's time for me to give it another shot. I know book one is kind of an introduction, and perhaps I should have continued to read as this story expands and it gets better. It's not strictly science fiction. There are science fiction elements in the Dark Tower, but there are many different elements in this book. It is supposed to be a unique reading experience, and I just didn't get that on my first read. And also, it's been so long that I really don't remember much about it, other than the fact that I decided not to continue. Let me know if you've read and if you've loved the Dark Tower series. I'm looking forward to giving it another shot, and I'm definitely not gonna stop with the Gunslinger. I'm gonna continue on with the series, as I'm doing with the Red Rising series. This is book 2, Golden Sun. I read Red Rising. I really liked it. It was good, but it didn't really do anything for me that was so extraordinary that I couldn't wait to continue on with the series. So I gave myself probably a good 6 months off. Now I'm ready to get back to Darrow as he seeks justice for his people. And a lot of folks have said that book 2 and book 3 are a huge improvement over book 1, not just in the story itself, but I think in the storytelling abilities of Pierce Brown, the author. I think the writing gets stronger from everything I've heard in book 2. So let me know if that is your experience as well. And I think what I'm trying to do from now on is also throw in a book that's not science fiction, squeeze something in my monthly reading. So in this case, I have a few books that I want to get to in the month of April. I'm definitely gonna read one of them, one of these two for sure. Either it's going to be Cormac McCarthy's All the Pretty Horses. I read recently The Road, and it was amazing. Really, I could not stop reading it. I was so touched, so emotionally invested in the plight of the protagonists, and I'm hoping All the Pretty Horses will evoke similar feelings for me. I like McCarthy's prose. Again, it's very sparse, to the point. The lack of punctuation there doesn't bother me at all, or at least it worked very well in The Road. I'm hoping it's going to work just as well in All the Pretty Horses. I've heard many people talk about this book as one that they've enjoyed quite a bit. Joanna from Joanna Reads, Tom Orange as well, recently put out a video talking about how much he loved this book. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one, but I've been meaning to read Augustus for a long time too. So if I have to read one or the other, I don't know which one I will choose this month. John Williams is of course the author of Stoner, which was one of my favorite books of last year. In fact, it was my favorite non-science fiction book of all of 2023. Beautiful story. And Augustus is a completely different read than Stoner, but it's highly regarded as well. So let me know if you've read both of these, and if you were to tell me to read one, which one would that be? I'm curious we'll see what's gonna happen. Maybe if I have a good reading month, I'll get to them both. And also, in between these reads, I wanna get back to, oh Jesus, Brandon Sanderson with Othbringer. I read the first 2 books in the Stormlight Archive series, and it's time to tackle this 1,000 to over 1,200 pages book. So this is something that I can probably read as I'm reading something else, because I don't think I'm gonna stop everything and just read this. But I did love Way of Kings. I did love Words of Radiance. I had lots of fun with those books. They're such easy reads, character-driven, great story. Fantasy is not a genre that I read a ton of, but these books are amazing, and I'm really enjoying them. I just wish they weren't quite so big. I do think Sanderson could probably do a little bit of fat trimming with these books, and to me, they would be all the better for it. But still, there's something beautiful about diving into this expansive world and enjoying these books. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Have you read all 4 books that Sanderson has put out in the Stormlight Archive? Which one is your favorite? For me so far, I don't know. I like them equally. I think the first 2. I'm hoping this one will be on par with them. Although I have heard some people say that there is a little bit of a drop off in book 3 and 4 as well. Of course, Sanderson is putting out, I think, book 5 towards the end of the year. So ideally, I will have read this one and Rhythm of War, which is book 4, in time for book 5. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I'm excited about April. I think it's gonna be a great month. Hopefully I'll have time to read all these. Hopefully work obligation won't get too much in the way. Yeah, let me know, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you next time.